Greetings, everybody. Uoth here. Merry meet and blessed be. So, I I've shot a lot of videos in regards to my magical workings and what have you stuff as of October 6th, 2025. It's the first time I came out in public. I've mentioned this several times in my videos in the past, and normally I do all my workings and stuff kind of in the shadows. And the main reason why is to give people fair warning. And the reason why I keep pressing on this issue and stuff, trying to validate my validity in regards to my magical training and abilities, is because what's coming is serious, is really, really serious. Now, whether or not you believe in it or not, that's you know, your willful ignorance is your own business. That's your own choices that you make. That's fine. But you know, I gotta fulfill my moral and conscious duties and what have you stuff to uh, to disclose and prepare people for it, whether they believe it or not. So the biggest thing, and I've mentioned before, is that esoteric magic, philosophy, science is not accepted by modern science. It's not accepted. It's considered to be, Hollywood hocus pocus. That's how they treat it, pseudoscience, um, because um, very few practitioners really know what they're doing, and I've dedicated my life to this. At least half my life. Um, I've been a practitioner for 30 years plus now, and I've invested a lot of time, a lot of self-discipline, and to get where I am. Um, so the let's esoteric science or esoteric magic, however you want to look at it. Um, Magic is measurable through cause and effect. So if a mage or a magician, um, sorcerer, says they're going to do something and they journal it, put it in their journal, they did this spell or this magical workings and what have you stuff on this date, time, and then they write down uh, the expected outcome, manifestation. Um, Usually, the actual manifestation sometimes is hard to predict um, when it actually manifests. It helps when you actually have the elements already in place. And that's the reason why weather magic is so easy to manipulate. It's either there, the conditions are already there, or they're not. If they're not, it's not going to work. You just can't cause a cloud to appear, at the middle of summer, 80 degrees over a certain area, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, blue sky, no precipitation, what have you said whatsoever in the air, no clouds, just pure blue sky. You can't cause a cloud to suddenly appear and start raining down on a specific area. It just doesn't work like that. That's all Hollywood hocus pocus. So you do have to have some modern science type of knowledge about the elements in which you're wanting to manipulate. Now, I've shot videos of this in the past, but um, explaining this. So let's walk through this. So the Kuroshio Current, you know, that brings warm air up to the north. You know, it goes along the Japan. Um, it's moved 300 miles, 480 kilometers further north than what it normally does. Um, but where they're wrong in their statistics and their research observation is they claim it took 8 to 10 years to do that. So let's look at the objective evidence of this. All right. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a professional, what have you stuff, in meteorology, what have you stuff. I just a simple science high school graduate or even junior high can figure this out. So, you know, um, if you've ever taken a bath in a bathtub and you're soaking in the bathtub and the water starts getting a little cool, so what do? You turn on the heat tab, the hot water tab. Now, the thing about it is, you don't want to scald yourself, you don't want to burn yourself. So, you want to gradually heat up that bathtub. So, you turn the water faucet on a little bit to where it's comfortable, to where you can feel the warm, water coming up, you know, and filling up the bathtub some more, you know. That's their analogy in regards to the Kuroshio current taking 8 to 10 years to move 300 miles, 480 kilometers. Now that's logical. That's logic. If it's not based on truth, it's not truth, but it's wonderfully logical, right? So that's. But the thing about it is the Kuroshio current is moving up slowly. So therefore, when it hits the polar vortex, it's going to bow that polar vortex just as slowly. All right. So we're talking 8 to 10 years. So it's not going to be a fast reaction, cause and effect. That's rational logic. What had happened with the strange phenomenal weather regarding the latter part of 2025 into 2026 was totally astronomically phenomenal. It was quick, it was fast. Something manipulated that Kuroshio current. It didn't travel 300 miles in 8 to 10 years. It traveled 300 miles just within weeks. Something manipulated that Kuroshio current. And it caused such a bow so quick that it pushed up the polar vortex and caused a big kind of warm wall there, allowing last year's El Nino to push all that warm air up along the west coast of the United States. And we're still experiencing that. And then as of March, the polar vortex started moving east. Imagine that. I've mentioned all of this before it actually even happened. I had to wait until I felt my magic take a hold before I publicly disclosed it towards the end of October. But by then, it was already in motion. And so it was already manifested. But in October 6th, 2025 is when it was cast. So now if we look at the phenomena that had taken place, The last half of September into the first half of October of 2025, Utah was experiencing some of the most rainfall um, in its history. And I believe Salt Lake had something like 4 to 5 inches just within one day of rainfall. Now, by mid October, it suddenly just come to an abrupt stop. And it um, it still showered a little bit and brought down a little bit of snow, just enough just to powder the ground. But it just basically shut right off. And then um, by mid-November, or actually by the first half of November, the temperatures started leveling off. It wasn't getting any colder. And then by the 1st of December, the temperatures, or, you know, the 1st of December, a little latter part of November, the temperatures started climbing. And um, in January 2021, the 3rd of January, it was 50 degrees. January and February, it's the coldest months of the year, of the winter. It's normally down, the normal norms is anywhere from 28 degrees to 34 degrees. It was 50 degrees January 5th, 2026. Then in March, Utah experienced temperatures 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Then May 12th, 2026, Payson, Utah experienced 94 degrees Fahrenheit in temperature, when the norms should be down around 76, 78. The lows are around 52 to 56. So, like I said, if people want to remain willfully ignorant, that's perfectly fine. I'm not here to, you know, force them to believe in me. I'm not here for recognition as far as, you know, any type of like selfish gratification. I'm posting these videos to give people fair warning of what's coming, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've got 2 more years of this, and they may be worse. And so I've already explained in my other videos, and you're just going to have to go back because I've tried to keep my videos somewhat short, the reasoning, the whys, and the how comes to my magical endeavors of manipulating the weather. I've already went through that. You're just going to have to search my videos, watch my videos, and catch up. But the Kuroshio Current was magically manipulated by a witch from Utah. So anyway, hope you found this video to be educational or entertaining, however you want to look at it. Blessed be, love you all. Take care, stay safe, and prepare. Now, when August of this year, 2026, comes around and the temperatures hit 112 degrees Fahrenheit or more within the northern valleys of Utah, I specifically state Salt Lake City, but then along that horizontal line, neighboring states will experience the same thing. When the temperature hits that, in my past videos on TikTok, and I think I even put them on YouTube as well as Facebook. I disclosed that clear back in December of 2025, August temperatures. So once that comes to pass, if you're still willfully ignorant about what's coming, well, I don't know what to tell you. You have my blessings.